Yeah, welcome to our channels once again. And briefly, I just want to talk to us parents. I've talked about this before. I've talked about this before in building capacity in your children. But the area I will be looking at is actually, I'll just give it a the topic. Let me use it that way. I will tag it. Passing in life is different from passing in school. That's what I will tag this particular topic today. Passing in life is different from passing in school. And I believe that every parent will want his or her child to pass in life and not just in school. Yes, we send our children to school to learn. We send them to school, you understand, to become a better person. So that at the end of the day, probably if they graduate, you understand, they graduate and they find a good job. So that's, they can be reckoned with and be relevant in the society. Everybody wants this, even though some people might not have that capacity, but at least we do hear it around too. That even if it is, no matter what you want to retire back to do, maybe it's a business or whatsoever, at least go to school. Know how to read, know how to write. A lot of people want their child to become a doctor, an accountant. You just want to have, that beautiful family where you can say, oh, that is my child. That's my daughter. That is my son. It's great. But I just want us to know as a parent, because what we do on this, or I do on this channel, is to talk to parents. I am one, is to talk to ourselves on a better way. We can have a better society because everyone is a product of a family. That politician is a product of a family. A doctor, an accountant, a teacher, a nurse, everyone is a product of a family. So if you see anybody misbehaving, either doing good or doing bad, you always trace that person back to the family. And that's the reason why I will talk to us parents. This, what I'm trying to share with us now, is very, very important. You need to put this in your child or your children. That passing in life is different from passing in school. I heard the story of a girl who wrote a jam, probably due to the glitch that happened, where I heard that 1.9 wrote exam and 1.5 failed. And later, I think the jam officials or jam head or so ever came out to say it is a glitch. Let's put that aside. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about that girl, Timileyin Faith, that we heard that killed herself. I could understand the effort she might have put in her study. Maybe burning candles, because in those days when we were in school, our own is to burn candle. Even when there were no candle, we light lantern, we put leg inside the water. I believe there is a level you will reach to as a student where you will believe that there is nothing they will set in exam. And by the time you get to the exam, you put all your effort, you are so sure that you did it well. And at the end of the day, they are telling you you failed. But I know how broken it could be. But the point is this: that is not enough reason for her to kill herself, because she's not even sure yet if it is that education that will make her in life. Yes. So why will she kill herself? Please, parents, let your children know that no matter what they are faced with, it's not enough to take their life. Good, she can go to school. She can study medicine. She can study law. But how is she sure that is what she will retire back to in life that will make her? She's not even sure, but it's good to have the formal education. It's good to have the knowledge. So for that reason, please teach your children this, that passing in life is different from passing in school. If you don't pass in school, I remember in those days when I was in school, especially when I was in secondary school, there are people in my class. There's even this particular girl and one boy that I noticed then. One, the girl, she will always sleep in the class. If anytime a teacher come into the class, they will meet her sleeping. And you know, if you speak Yoruba, they will say it's vernacular. Did you understand now? So even to speak the English, she's always afraid, so that they will not. Somebody will know in a station whereby you speak. They said write the name of anybody who speak vernacular, and by the time they now put your name down, you know you will be afraid, because you know that the moment they write your name and they carry your name go meet teacher like that, and once they call you, that English you will come and speak it. And as you kuku know say you know sabi speak the English, omo you kukuma just sip up your mouth. From then, that's so she go sleep for class. So everybody just look at her as somebody that is not serious. This one that's always sleeping. No way. Teacher, they talk, nothing to contribute. So she's, when we talk about her effectiveness in class is zero. No, believe you me, when I was looking for admission in those days, I got to LASU. That's Lagos State University at Ojo, and I met this girl there. The other guy, that one too is in that category, but that one doesn't sleep. But anytime we want to do, as public school, anytime we want to do labor to cut grass, most especially on Wednesday like that, now all those ones will they go call. I beg Rufus, can't help me cut. They are just more or less like an average in the class, so they are not bold to even face anything that to just sit at the back of the class. I beg, Mona, just do me as I, accept me as I did. I was shocked too the day I saw this guy at the same LASU studying accounting. It means at one time or the other, he picked up his life and said, I want to do this. So there are times you will see people who are even intelligent at the end of the day in life. You will be wondering, oh, this person was so intelligent and how come things didn't work well? So you don't use education to determine success. You don't use it, not even in this dispensation that we have of social media. Go and ask those people that are content creators now that are millionaires. You find out that they are graduates, degree, even at master level. So please teach your children. Build their capacity, that resistance, that strength on the inside. That will always say no to any circumstances and say no. No circumstances. You can't kill me. There is hope for me. Call them and tell them that passing in life is different from passing in school. If you don't pass in school, you can pass in life. I'm not giving room for laziness. That doesn't mean that they shouldn't read. That doesn't mean that they shouldn't study. That doesn't mean that they shouldn't go to school. They need it because there are some things you can't get except you are the four-corner wall of a university. There are some things you cannot get. But even at that, build it in them that passing in life is different from passing in school. It's nothing should happen because you will not always be where they are. You will not always be with them. Nothing should happen. There was a story my husband told me too of somebody who never failed. Pass. And there were nobody to call him that come as you are passing is good. But remember there is other side to life. If it's peradventure it happened, it's not enough reason for you to kill yourself. And lo behold, it happened. The very first time this person failed, the person killed himself. So there are times when we fail in life, it's actually to mold us, to make us strong. It's not to break us. Please put this in your children. They will not always be with you. Build them to be dependent. Build them to be without you. Build your children. Is he a girl? Is he a boy? Build them. Even from primary school level, build them. Build them to be dependent because they will not always be with you. No matter how you love your children, if you truly love them, when you get to the stage where you have to let them be, let them be. Loving your children doesn't mean that when they get a certain age, you are not afraid. You want them to go and stay on their own. You will not be looking at your own old age. A child must be around someone. So therefore, you will destroy theirs by not allowing them go and be dependent? No. So build them to live life alone. Let them know as they are doing well in their education, great, it's good. They read, it's good. You are proud of them, but let them know there's other side to life. That passing in life is much more important than passing in school. You can pass in school and pass in life. You can fail in school and pass in life. So whichever one that comes your way, please, it's not enough reason to kill yourself. There are better days ahead, glorious day ahead. Please put this in them as a parent. Ring it in their ear. I was heartbroken when I saw the news of that girl, 19 years old. Probably maybe because she has seen some people enter university at 15 and 16 and she's like, oh, I'm already old at 19. 19 wey be say some of us still dey secondary school. Some of us still dey GSS 3 for 19 for 20. And you will see a child in this generation now, once he's 15, say, don't they think, say, don't they hold, all the mates, don't they university? What are you even going to look for at 15 in university? And that's the reason why you will see a 19-year-old child like, my mate, or probably our mate have been there. And the one where she don't prepare her mind, say, this jam, I go finish am. Jam no go finish me. Unfortunately, Nigeria happened and jam finish her. Maybe she don't spend time for house and she read. She gave it all it takes. By the end of the day, she was disappointed. But even at that, it's not enough reason for her to kill herself because there are greater days ahead. Please tell your child, your children, that passing in life is different from passing in school. And passing in life is the best. Thank you so much. And as you do this, I believe your peace of mind at the old age is guaranteed.